Kwa jina ni Monica Njeri kutoka huku area Soilo. Mimi nilikuwa nafanya kazi pale kwa salon. Ilikuwa around 8 p.m.
Of late kumekuwa na some shooting ambayo ilianzia upande wa pipeline, ikaenda huko Ndege Ndimu, ikakuja kuna msichana hapa wa town wa Mawanga ambaye alifanya nini, aliuawa na akapatikana ametupwa mahali huko. Juzi pale Ngata kukakuwa na mtu alipigwa risasi, kijana wa miaka 25. Jana kijana wa miaka 23 pia alipigwa risasi pale Soilo.
Kwa jina ni Monica Njeri kutoka huku area Soilo. Mimi nilikuwa nafanya kazi pale kwa salon. Ilikuwa around 8 p.m. Tukasikia kelele. Kusikia kelele tukafungua dirisha, tukaona kuna watu wanapigana pale kwa duka ndani. Tukafungua mlango kukuja kuangalia ni nini. Kutoka tu hivi tukasikia tukaona kuna mtu alikuwa amesimama pale na bunduki, akapiga risasi. Kupiga risasi sisi tulirudi ndani, tukafunga mlango. Tukaanza kuchungulia kwa dirisha ni nini inaendelea. Juu tungetoka kulikuwa na huyo mtu mwenye alikuwa amesimama hapo na bunduki, na wawili walikuwa wanapiga huyo mtu mwenye alikuwa anauza duka. Kutoka hapo huyo mtu alipigwa sana, wakaanza kutoka nje, wakamtoa nje, wakampiga hapa nje ya duka yake. Alafu baadaye tukasikia amepigwa risasi na huyo mtu akanyamaza. Hapo ndipo tulijua huyo mtu wamemalizia. Alafu wakaenda, walikuwa wamepaki pikipiki pale. Ndio wakaenda sasa, wakapanda pikipiki yao na wakaenda. Sasa tukakuja tukapata huyo mtu wa duka alikuwa amelala pale kwa mlango akiwa amepigwa risasi 2. Tuko na yani tunasikitika sana. Kukua kwa hii area hakuna security. Tunahitaji security kwa hii juu si mara ya kwanza kwa hii duka kuibiwa. Tunahitaji security.
Naweza kuuliza tu swali moja. Huyu mtu wa duka unamaanisha alikuwa ni mteja ama alikuwa ni nani huyu mwenye?
Alikuwa ni muuzaji. Alikuwa ameajiriwa hapo kuuza duka.
Na katika hiyo commotion alikuwa anahudumia, kuna wateja walikuwepo ama hali ilikuwa namna gani?
Haikuwa na wateja, sisi tuliona watu wawili ndio walikuwa ndani. Baadaye tukaona wakimchapa.
Kwa vile pia unaguzia si mara ya kwanza kwa utovu wa nini hapa wa security. Je, ni nini tena ilikuwa imefanyika hapo mbele? Ilikuwa under the same shop?
Ilikuwa the same shop.
Nini ilifanyika kwa hapo nyuma?
Iliibiwa tu, ni mtu tu alikuja tu akaiba.
Okay. Hiyo ni another incident.
Hiyo ni another.
Okay. Asante.
My name is Tom Boyer. I'm a member of the civil society in Nakuru County, and we have a situation here. The shop right behind us is hosting quite a number of tenants, and so this is the shop where we buy things at. And personally, I was here about 30 minutes before the incident. What is saddening is that we have of late been having a lot of insecurity issues. And in reference to yesterday, about 8 in the evening, we had 3 people who came in and posed as if they were clients, or rather those who were coming just to buy. They got in. I think they'd already taken the time just to survey around and make sure that they strike at their own time. So they were the only ones who were in the shop. They surrounded the guy. They accosted him. They robbed whatever that they could rob inside. All the meanwhile, the man was screaming and shouting. And as they scuffled, they came outside the door. When they reached the door, there was more scuffle. And from what we gathered out of the 3 people, 2 of them had machetes, and they used those machetes in hacking the guy. Then because this was now attracting a crowd, people were starting to come, then the other guy shot on the air. With that, people scrambled for their safety, and still they did not stop there. They ended up by having this guy shot dead. They shot him actually and left him unconscious on the stomach. And then from there, they just walked slowly to my right. About 100 meters, there was a motorbike waiting for them to escape. From what we gather is that that was their escape route. And also their ear says that there was also another vehicle that was together with them. All the same, these guys escaped. But after them leaving, the people who were around were able now to come to the aid of the gentleman who was hurt. They put him on a vehicle. They rushed him to Nakuru Provincial General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. To cap it all, this insecurity, particularly the one that happened yesterday, was quite a scare for the population around. This is including the women, the children who are traumatized with what happened, and even the shopkeepers themselves are also traumatized. Nobody knows whether to open or not to open and up to what time. This of course will affect the people around in terms of what time can they buy their stuff. Away from that also, it's a concern that when people will be walking from the road to this place in the night, it's also still a threat. My call on this place, and again we are glad that the community around, particularly the leadership of this place, did yesterday assure us that there's going to be a meeting this afternoon at about 4. This meeting we hope will address much of the concerns that we have in this place. Furthermore, if you look at this place from the end to the end, it's almost like 2-3 kilometers stretch, and to the upper hand probably another 2 or so kilometers. That means it's quite a wide population. And with this, we do believe that when this estate was being made, there were amenities that were secured, which was supposed to host maybe the provincial administration by having the area chief. It was also supposed to host a playing ground for the children. It was also supposed to hold a police post that could be able to address this. For us now, we know the police assured us, and because the DCIO was here, the OCPD was here, the DCI, and rest other agencies, including the area chief. What we are concerned of is that they assured us, and from last night we saw a patrol of police officers. But then the question is this sustainable? For how long will they do that? And then later on they'll stop. If they stop, what will happen to the community and the population around? So the call for us is that that meeting should be called and be brought to an assurance. There's one thing to call, and there's the other thing to have that meeting happen. If it does happen, then we'll be grateful. The place is barely 3 kilometers from Eveready roundabout to River Petrol Station. The estate is called Upper Hill, and it has got quite a large population. These are our concerns, and we hope that this meeting is going to take place so that there's an assurance that can be given to the population around. For now, it's a saddening situation. The gentleman who lost his life was only, or rather barely 24 years of age. That's quite young. That's a youth that had a bright future before him. And also this has struck the family, because he was the young man who was left in the shop to take care of the shop on behalf of the family. Now, even it's a scare, even other people might not feel so comfortable to remain around to take care of other shops. So ours to the media, we are thankful that you are here, that we can be able to highlight this to the authorities who are mandated to take care of what we have as at now. Thank you.
So what maybe you can give us maybe some of the demands, maybe representing the area. Any demands?
The demand as at now, because last night immediately after this thing happened, we had a impromptu meeting, and it brought some of the community leaders. It also brought, because this place has got 2 levels. We have the people who are doing businesses around, then we have the landlords of this place, then we have the tenants of this place. That is bringing us a category of 3 people. So out of this, there's the demand that is with the community in general, there's the demand that will be with the landlords, and there's the demand that will be with the tenants. One such demand will be, can we have proper lighting systems of this place? The second thing, can we have proper CCTVs? Because at now we have CCTVs, but they're just there for the sake of CCTVs. We want CCTVs that are active, that can be able to profile. The other thing that we'd want is a situation whereby we have amenities of this place put into place, because as at now we know the area chief operates from KFA, Ministry of Roads and Public Works. But that's a long distance. So if this place will be demarcated, we have another point around this place where we can have a police post as well as a chief's camp. That will be so meaningful to us, and that also will be reachable so that wherever there's a situation, we can be able to reach these people conveniently. Thank you. Well, for the businesses, we realize we have categories of business. We've got small-scale business and we've got large-scale business. Out of the large-scale business, we have like kind of a factory. We have a go-down here. Their interests are different. Then we have the shops. The shops also have got different interests. Then we have eateries, including butcheries and such like. Those have got their own interest. We've got the milk bars. We've got the posho mills, we have the saloons, we have the kinyosis, and so many others. So the business interest is it's something that is cutting across all of them is security. Number 1 is security, number 2 is security, and number 3 is security. Alongside that we have those security lights as well as CCTVs and patrols in this place.